Alright. So, not that I think anyone's going to be here quite yet. Hello. I need to update what we're playing. Because it's still going to be showing yesterday's game, which is a Darkseid, which we are not doing. We are doing the correct thing. We're doing Mario's Time Machine. Okay, here we go. And if we finish Mario's Time Machine, we might go back to Darkseid. We'll see how we go. I don't want to do anything kind of too discovery because we are going to be streaming in the morning. Dave and I. Mario's Time Machine. Because I do have the webcam on today, you are going to probably see me grab for this fucking hand. I've not been having a good day today with it. I thought that, after it was really bad on Monday, that yesterday was alright, but today's been really bad with it. I managed to survive the whole work day, but haven't taken my pills for tonight. What's it called? It's just not letting up. It's just like, it's like a fire all the way, coming from here, all the way down my hand, underneath my hand, through this section here, and into these two fingers. Goddamn nerves. The nerve of these nerves. So yeah. I decided to put makeup on, and also put camera on. But trying to stop myself from biting myself because it's a bad habit that I should not be getting into. I can explain the biting when people get around. Oh, now I've got lipstick on my bottle. So not that anyone's here yet, but those watching the VOD of the Twitch stream, basically because it's nerve pain that's actually not in my hand, and I actually have no feeling in these two fingers. The only thing I'm feeling here is my thumb rubbing against these two fingers. But what's it called? Because technically they are still hooked up, I've found if I, technically if I just pinch them, that's why I'm wearing the compression gloves. But if I pinch them in specific spots, then the signal that's happening in my neck gets confused. It doesn't know if it's trying to do pain or if it's trying to do some sort of sensation. So it just cancels it out. But obviously you can't just be touching your own fingers all the time. And sometimes the pain is really acute. And so I've just kind of anked. And because it's worked so effectively for the couple of times I did it, to begin with, it's now kind of like my go-to. So I'm trying my best not to get my fingers in my mouth. What's it called? What I'm kind of hoping, I've made an appointment with my doctor basically, to say, hey, we can't keep doing this. Please write a letter to the doctors, to the hospital, just being like, dude, do something about it. Alright, so what I had to replay yesterday was because we still had one thing here and something in here that needed to be done again, because we did it in the last time we streamed this, and then as I was saving, it crashed. To spite me. And I thought I'd gone back and played it, but I had not. So that's why I was like, well, rather than us replaying it again, we might as well go back to Dark Sun. So what I've just done there, because I don't know if it's really kind of come through what's happening, but if you're in a room that has artifacts on the wall, if you smash a Koopa, you actually pick up one of their objects that isn't on the wall. It took me a while to realize that, because I was like, oh, I've got to go do Queen Elizabeth I's crown again. And, I went in there and I hit the thing and I was like, this is not the object that I had. And then, like, so I was just like, I guess I just keep going in and out and smashing the Koopa, and eventually I'll get it. And then I realized when you go in there, one of the objects is not on the wall. Now there's not one on the object, there's two objects not on the wall because we've already gotten rid of one of them. But the Koopa is holding onto the one that's not on the wall that, you know, would usually be on the wall. So, I don't know what I've picked up. Let's have a look here. A magnet. And we're going to London again, but now it's 1831. So, going forward a little bit into 1831, I think I said. That is one thing I'm going to check before we go ahead, just to make sure that I have my audio set up. Yes, perfect. I just had a sudden thing of like remembering yesterday and just being like, I was changing modes. But no, everything is fine compared to yesterday. Perfect. Alright, so this is where we're heading. We're going to head to London 1831. And I'm clicking on the Twitch screen like that's going to help me do anything. There we go. Okay, let us go to 1831 London. 1831, that's like Dickens era? But I guess it's a magnet. Who was really involved with magnetism in London? I guess we're gonna find out. I guess my big gripe about this part here is that this should go faster. And I really kind of wish we didn't have to keep doing the same shitty minigame again. At least it's fun music. Taken from Mario's Missing. I ain't gonna make that one. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. I don't have any mushrooms anyway. Here we go. Gotcha. Not gonna make that one. It's too far away. See, that's the problem with this, like, you have to kind of keep shifting backwards and forwards, and it is very easy to miss a mushroom even if you try— oh, fudge. If you're trying to get one. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. Just need one more. Yes! Ooh, fancy music. This is very, like, what's it called? Last time we were over here. At least, you know, like, with what's it called, with it being the same, like, you know, these are both London. Excuse me, Mr. Cooper. Thank you. They're not going to the exact same scene. Oh. You look pretty young. What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for the Christmas juvenile lecture on science that Mr. Faraday gives every year. His very first talk was on the chemical history of the candle. I got here early to get a good seat.
Gee, you really like science that much. What is that accent I've just done for Mario? That is nothing. I have to get back to my base. Yes. You really like science that much?
I do when Mr. Faraday talks about it. Everybody loves his lectures. He also gives Friday evening talks for adults. Charles Dickens publishes them in his magazines. Even royalty shows up sometimes.
Wow, this Mr. Faraday sounds like a really popular guy.
You never heard him speak, sir? Please, take this extra lecture ticket. He's very well spoken, even though he's never went beyond the first few years of school. His family was too poor to send him.
Too poor to go to school?
Oh, when Michael Faraday was born—
well, this kid knows way too much.
In 1791, his father was a poor blacksmith. Michael had to leave school to make money. He worked as a clerk for a bookbinder. Oh, bookbinding's fun. Who later made him an apprentice.
What got him interested in science?
He read a lot of books he made. He was binding the Encyclopedia Britannica, and he saw a section on electricity that really sparked his interest, so he began teaching himself about it.
Why am I doing like Michael Crawford in Some Mothers Do Have 'Em? That's amazing, so he taught himself everything.
Oh yes, He's mainly self-educated, but speaking of books, I seem to have replaced mine. Conversations on Chemistry.
What is this child's life?
About the work of another famous scientist, Humphrey Davy.
You mean Sir Humphrey Davy? I gotta get you a book. Let me speak to some other fools. Hello there, I'm Mario. Who are you? Oh, French, alright.
Bonjour, Mario. I'm here to see my old friend, Michael Faraday. I am Professor Gaspard Delavive, visiting scientist from Geneva.
Oh, he's Swiss, actually. Sorry.
Here, have some Swiss chocolate, which we are famous for.
Yummy, thanks. Do you recognize this?
Oh, mais oui, that is a magnet, my friend. In 1891, a scientist called Dustard found an electric current would affect a magnetic compass. Faraday's research has taken electromagnetism much further.
Electro-whatism?
It is big word, no? Electromagnetism is a branch of science which deals with the relationship between electricity and magnetism. It does what it says on the box.
Do they have a good relationship?
Oh, so many questions. You make good scientists too. Yes, because a current can produce magnetism. Faraday thinks the reverse can be true, that magnetism could produce electricity too.
Yeah, actually, yeah. You know a lot about him. When did you meet him?
Oh, it was on this program called Hinge. In 1813, when young Davy hired young Faraday and took him on a tour of Europe. Davy's wife insisted Michael be her personal valet, if you know what I mean. When I found out he was a scientist, I insisted he be treated as one.
Wow, is Mr. Faraday a good scientist?
Oh, Monsieur Faraday is one of the greatest in the world. I travel far to hear him speak. Oh, but I've lost my ticket for today's lecture. I'm afraid I won't be able to procure another.
Well, don't worry, I've got one for you, mate. Ticket. Off a ticket.
Ah, merci. I remember once Michael had a big electric magnet at one of his lectures. Suddenly, he threw a shovel at it, the tongs, and then a poker. All of them stuck to the magnet.
Hello, Sentinel. Sounds like Mr. Faraday has fun with science.
Oh, yes, he loves to entertain, but he is very serious about his research. He doesn't mind if no practical inventions come out of it, nor does he care for money or fame. He has a very pure mind.
Does he have anything going on his back burner?
Back burner. Oh, I get it. Michael only works endlessly. He became a chemist when he was only 21 and hasn't stopped since. He discovered a number of organic compounds, including benzene, in 1825.
Wow, what else has he done?
He discovered how to turn certain gases into liquid and also made steel which doesn't rust. They call it stainless steel. But I believe he's on the verge of something big with this electromagnetic thing. Hello, Todes.
Can you tell me anything more?
No, I'm sorry, monsieur. I must get you to the lecture hall on time.
No, I have not. This is still the same blue that I dyed my hair. When did I get to do that? It was in October because it was before I went to Scotland. So, no, this is still the same blue. What's it called? This part here, which was the rainbow, you can see that's faded out. It's still a little bit purple from the last time I put some color into it. But, no. My hair just likes being blue. It just likes to stick there. I mean, I do have the contrast up a little bit, so it will be picking up a slightly richer blue, like it's a little bit more tealy for me, but yeah, that's just me, baby.
That's just me, baby.
But yeah, no, I tend to turn up the contrast a little bit so that my background of just grey shadows kind of gets blacked out a bit more. And sometimes that can make some colours look a bit more rich. But, I mean, technically I haven't even washed my hair. this is just what I woke up with this morning and then worked all day. But I mean, in terms of like color payoff, there's very rarely that anyone goes like, hey, I dyed my hair like 4 months ago and it's still almost the exact same color that it was. But my hair likes being blue. It always has. Every time I've dyed my hair, blue's the thing that sticks, everything else fades out. Because like all of these colors are only supposed to last a month and a half. Blues. Stains my hair. Looks good on me. I'll stick it. But yes, I hope you're both well today, by the way. I've been having an interesting day with my hand. Actually the whole thing obviously, but I got the compression thing out because I'm like, yeah, let's see if that helps. It's better than biting myself, except I still kind of get in a bit of an intense pain that makes me want to bite it. So if you see me biting it, you tell me to stop. But I mean, like, I don't know if any of you saw, I made another appointment with my doctor, just be like, I'm gonna go there and be like, hey, can you just write a letter because I'm starting to bite myself because that's how much it hurts. And I don't think giving me more pills is gonna help, because the thing that actually is supposed to help with neuropathic pain, I'm on a higher dosage of that, and yet I've got more pain than I did beforehand. I don't know what's going on. I slept in a weird position, and since then the whole thing's just been crazy. To be fair, I was told to sit in that weird position. It's like sleep in that weird position. But, you know. Hello, Red Casey. Oh, we've got ourselves an old crusty woman. Hello, ma'am. You met Michael Faraday? Not only have I met him. I thought I was an old woman, but I'm going to keep with it. Not only have I met him, sir, I married him. We live here at the Institute. This year marks our 10th anniversary. Why do I look like I'm in my 70s or 80s? Look at that paunch on my face. Oh, this is a big year for Michael. He also invented the first electric motor. Wait, because this is 1831. He was born in 1790 something. So she should be in her 30s at the oldest, honestly, unless he married someone much younger. Yeah, I'm hoping that as well. Like, what's it called? I mean, it's still probably going to be like a week or two. Just because that's, you know, they send a letter to the doctors. Well, I mean, like, what's it called? I first did it in December 2021. Didn't discover it was what it actually was for a couple of months, like 2. Pardon me. You know, sometimes you just swallow something a bit differently and it goes down the wrong hole. But, what was I saying? Yeah, and then, so, like, the first hospital just kind of ignored me. And then, we applied for the one that I'm going to now. I think it was about May, and then they got me, an assessment for July. Had that assessment, and they said, you'll be waiting 3, maybe 4 months. It has now been 6. So, to be fair, they were kind of like, I was up for surgery in December. That would have been the the beginning of December. So that would have been the, roughly 4 month. But, what's it called? I kind of, had to cancel all surgery. And now that's this crazy glut. And so, like, the call I got last week was basically like a phone assessment to see, like, when you'd be seen again, or rather, like, in the order of the people that need to be done. But this last week's been kind of heck. I am not sleeping well. And like I said, I have started biting myself. Lipstick is kind of stopping me from doing that right now because I do not want it all over my gloves. Yeah, where was I up to? Oh, that was a big year for Michael. He also invented the first electric motor. So that's just where I'm at. Wow, what did he do with it?
Oh, unfortunately, it's been quite limited. For the last 10 years, Michael's been researching a way to generate continuous electrical currents, which will keep a motor running.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's that? I've been very careful to not bite hard. It's just that it does pinch in such the perfect way across the finger to use the motor to cure hysteria. True that. Not that hysteria was ever a real thing. It was just men not wanting to deal with women and calling them hysterical. But I have to say, probably some of the women didn't mind the treatments. You know, the nice treatments. There was some weird stuff done in the names of hysteria. So did your husband discover electricity?
Oh, no, he's made some major discoveries in the field, to be sure. But Michael's former employer, Sir Humphrey Davy, also pioneered work on electricity. Here's a book about his work.
I think Benjamin Franklin might have something to say about that, but at the same time... Hello, Dee. But at the same time... Did Benjamin Franklin really not invent, but, you know, did he discover electricity, or did he happen to discover electricity at the same time as someone else did, and because he's the American one, he's the one we tend to think about? I now need to check this up. So we're saying Humphrey Davy, I believe, is where she's saying pioneering work. Who discovered, not Australia, for goodness sakes, electricity. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. It's a common misconception that Benjamin Franklin discovered electricity, but in fact, electricity was found thousands of years before Franklin was even born. As far as we know, the ancient Greeks were the first to dabble in it. However, there is also who discovered the first electricity. We've got three chaps. William Greener, Schuyler Wheeler, and Henry M. Leland. I'm intrigued. But I think it's still going to be the case that, you know, everyone was kind of doing something with electricity about that time. It's just, you know, good old Ben. You know, he was American. He was a founding father. People scream louder. All right. She's giving me a book. So who's Humphrey Davy?
Oh, he died 2 years ago, but he gave Michael his start in science. Michael sent him a notebook he compiled from Davy's famous lectures. Sir Davy was so flattered he hired him as his lab assistant.
Sounds like your husband knows Sir Davy a lot.
Oh, indeed he does. Oh, as an uneducated... Oh, fuck, I'm going to say it again. As an uneducated bookbinder, Michael was extremely grateful for the opportunity, even after Sir Davy voted against Michael becoming a member of the prestigious Royal Society. Those people are...
Yikes, why did he do that?
I believe Sir Davy was simply jealous. After all, his uneducated assistant became more successful than him. Oh dear, I wanted to bake Michael his favourite cake, but I'm all out of chocolate. I do have chocolate.
Not on me, I mean in the game. The Swiss guy gave it to me. He literally went, here's Swiss chocolate.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you, Mario. I shall save a slice for you. Michael never took offence even where Sir Davy was rude and arrogant towards him, for he gave him a chance for a scientific career. And now who remembers Sir Michael Davy? Sir Humphrey Davy. See, no one even remembers what his first name was. But they remember Mr. Faraday.
What is the Royal Society, and what happened?
Well, he publishes reports. Oh, you've still got your menu up over me, love. Thank you. of scientific work done in many places, including here at the Royal Institute, and despite Sir Davy, Michael was voted in because of his great achievements. Oh, I was so proud.
Wow, that may have been quite an honor for him.
Oh, none higher for a scientist, but Michael put the sweetest note in his box of awards. He wrote that one date stands out most for him as the source of his happiness. June 12th, 1821, our wedding.
Can you tell me anything more?
No, I'm sorry. I must bake Michael's cake now.
All right, that kitty wanted a book. So, I'm not going to give him the magnet. Take this book, mate. It's not the book you wanted, but...
Thanks, Mario, sir. Mr. Faraday said this book changed his life. Davy Humphrey was his hero, just as Mr. Faraday's mine. Sir Davy hired him as his assistant. Perhaps one day my hero will hire me. But my name isn't Jilly Jimkins.
Is Mr. Faraday considered a success?
Oh yes, he's published many awards about his work in science and many awards. Oh, he doesn't know math, so he writes up his discovery in plain language instead of equations. That's a really weird way of going about it.
But makes sense, but just weird. So Michael Faraday inspired you to study science?
Oh, I was going to be the King of England. How? But after learning about Mr. Faraday, I changed my mind. Being a scientist is so much more fun. Oh, you've still got that menu up over me face.
Can you tell me anything more?
No, I'm sorry. I don't want to miss the lecture.
All right, let's go see Michael, because we can now answer all these questions. Oh, hello, Michael. Michael, why do you look so old as well? I need to, because I'm pretty sure... Oh, we can read it up. Thank you, Didi. I don't want to get lipstick on my bottle. Thank you, though, Didi. One of these shunts mentioned his birthday. Was it him? Because he knew... Yeah, wait. So he was born in 1791. We're currently in 1831, so he should be 40. So why does his wife look like she's in her 60s and he looks like an 80-year-old man? Have I discovered Michael Faraday? That's a really weird way of me putting that. You have indeed, sir. Speaking of discoveries, I feel I'm quite on the verge of plugging into something quite electrifying. I simply can't talk until I complete this experiment. All right, let's answer his book. All right, from his humble beginnings as a someone's son, a bookbinder's son. His father did bookbinding. Book. Is that a timer in the... I think it is, yeah. And it probably doesn't help that I'm reading out all the dialogue. But, you know. Book. Excuse me. There was no bookbinder. Oh, you're right. He was a blacksmith's son, wasn't he? Oh, look, there's blacksmiths. Or there's blacksmiths. That one's worked. That's right, and then he got the apprenticeship as a bookbinder's. Peanut. As a peanut son. He was, amazingly, he was largely... self-educated. Is the word we're looking for. He was surprisingly alkaline. There it was. Self-educated, as his family is too poor, in magnets. Magnets. What year was that? Well, good thing is I have my little book, but, when did that happen? I discovered this when I was replaying it, that all the conversations are here. 1891! 1819. 1891? We're not even that far in the future in the terms of this. 1819. 1819 is not an option on the list. Wait, in 1819, a scientist... Okay, that's a scientist. No, that's not Faraday. So what did Faraday do? In 1813, he got hired. Wait. Oh, 1813, that's fine. Brain fuzzled. Where was it? 1825 was when he was a chemist. Alright, blah, 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 blah. House 10 years. Yeah. 1821, maybe. Largely self-educated in love. Let's see, 1821. Are you an option? You are not an option. Maybe it's 1831, like this is the year that he discovered it? Because 1719 is when he was born. Sorry, 1791 was when he was born. All the other dates we've seen don't match up with what's here. There's nothing in 1805, and I didn't see anyone mention anything about 1824. I'm gonna put 1831 and hope for the best. Yes! Discovery which made possible with electric machines that keep the modern world supply with electricity. I'm assuming. Oh no! It makes it possible that the discovery which made possible with the electric machines that keep the modern world supplied with. Mario, stop looking at me like that. Magnets can be used to produce an electrical current. Discovery which made possible with the electric machines that keeps the modern world supplied with Bibles. With books, with children, with civil war, with distance, with English, with fireworks, with freedom, with government, with gravitation, with heresy, with magnets, no, with peanuts, with perspiration, keep the modern system running with root doctor. What the fuck is a root doctor? Oh, motion might be good. Yeah, because he was looking at constant motion with vaccinations. Motion. Let's do motion. No! It was not motion. We'll come back to that. After his employer, Sir Humphrey Davies. No, it was a good thought, Sentinel. I agree with you. After his employer, Sir Humphrey Davy, gave his start at the... Faraday opened new science such as... stainless steel and the compressors of gases into compounds? Okay, not going to be compounds. Oh, is benzene one of the things that... because... Benzene. Okay, he did a great deal to popularize science through his public lectures. We have not struggled as much with the other ones. I must have clicked on popularized by accident. Especially those for children who could play this game, unlike me. Alright. So let's go back to the previous one, see if we can, with the use of this. So, anything about electric machines is what we're looking for. Okay, okay, he doesn't want to piss the lecture. Okay. He doesn't know math. Conversations in chemistry. Chemical history of a candle. Thought maybe my mother was gonna say something. Hang on one moment. Sorry about that. My mother was just telling me that she's just popping out for a little bit. Alright, so Swiss chocolates. That's a magnet. Destard. Electromagnetism. Maybe one of those other ones. Oh no, are we in charge now? Well, yes. But I'm kind of half in charge anyway. Mum and I, you know, as much as this is technically my mother's house, I pay all the bills. So that kind of makes it split. Although technically she still is my mother, so she will, you know, if it really came down to it, she would overrule me. Either way. We are the only ones in the house now. Okay, so Faraday proved that magnets can be used to produce an electric current, a discovery which made possible the electric machines that keep the modern world supplied with distance. That doesn't make any flippin' sense. With factory, thermal fireworks, freedom, fresco, germs. With government? That doesn't make any fucking sense either. Independence. With Mahatma Gandhi. Meritocracy, maybe. What is the definition of meritocracy? I suddenly don't remember. I mean, it'd be like merit-based, I'm guessing. Government or holding of power by people selected by merit. No, so it's not what we're... Microorganism, no. Novels, oceans, palace, paper, patents, patrons, peanuts, perspiration. Philosophers, playwrights, please, poverty. With poverty! With power! With power! Didn't see it the last time we came in there. It's far from when you're home alone and you hear the sound like paper being crunched up and moved from different rooms. Yeah, mum was kind of like, you know, like when I was away in Scotland last year, she was just like, she suddenly went, I'm by myself, and our neighbours don't live nearby. If I hear any noises or get in any trouble, that's it, it's just me. Alright. Gave him his start at the British Royal Institute? I don't think that that's the right answer. So who was talking about the... So she's gonna bake a cake. So there's the Royal Institute there, but was there a word before it? Prestigious Royal Society. No, because it's not going to be, because it gave me a start at prestigious Royal Institute. That doesn't make fucking sense. Prestidigitation. The Institute. Okay, Faraday, blah 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 blah. He's blah 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 blah. Ba 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 ba. Shabada dabada. Someone mentioned this thing. Okay, let's see if the British, yeah, Britain Royal. It doesn't sound right to me, but we'll do it. And the game crashed. So Dark Sun? Why does it keep crashing on me? Alright, let's load it back up again. I did save before we went there, so Mario doesn't want to learn Mario doesn't want us to learn anything. He's supposed to be teaching us. You know, as they say, you were supposed to be the chosen one! Mario! Yeah. Yeah, we don't need to see the doofy ones. Come on. I don't know why this music always makes me think of that. Just that's going off in my head. Come on. Mario. You're not missing. Come on, mate. Alright. So this is where I load. I had finished this section, so I don't know why it loaded me back here. We're just passing each other in the night. Yeah, look, we're all done here. Bye-bye, London. Bye-bye, London. We'll be back with you in a moment. In a moment. Come on, Mario. I think you can entirely ignore that, Koopa. No. I want the magnet again, because we might as well quickly get back through the one that we were already doing. Yeah, come on. Thank you. See, I don't know if any of you were here when I was discussing that earlier. If you pick up one thing and you don't know what you're getting, then the thing that's missing from the wall is the one that the Koopa's holding. But, you know, if you've already done some of them, there's going to be more than one thing missing. 18. 30. 1. do this fucking weird game again. Yes! I hate that mini game. Worst thing about this entire game. I mean, is it worse than the... I don't know why he does not hop in there. Alright. Hurry, hurry. Well, that guy's not coming back. Oh, he is coming back. Okay. So that's how we get an extra coin. Electro-whatism? Okay, oh yeah. You want a ticket? Take my ticket. And he's like, leave me alone, monsieur. Go talk to his wife. Oh, you want to bake him a cake? I want to bake my husband a cake. That's very kind of you, Mario. Oh, balls, come back here. Now I have to bake Michael's cake now. Speed running it now. Well, you know, we already had all the conversations. Now he doesn't want to miss the lecture. Or at least we can get through that first page. He's gonna be like, hey, yeah, cool, piss off. Okay. There's a blacksmith's son. He was largely self-educated. In this year. So it was in 1831. He proved that magnets can do magical things. And keep the modern world supplied with power. Power. Okay, after his employers, Reginald Bumfrey Humphrey. Sir Humphrey Davy. Gave him his start at... We'll come back to the Royal Institute. Such as... Is electromagnet... Chemistry, maybe? We'll come back to that. These public lectures. Sir Bumfrey Humphrey at your service. I mean, like, what's it called? When Chris Marshall was in Death in Paradise, because he was playing a character called Humphrey, so we kept calling him Humphrey Bumfrey. To children. So, we've got 3 that we need to work out. Opened up new areas of science with such discoveries as benzene. There we go. Benzene, stainless steel, and the compressions of gases into... Wait, someone actually mentioned the compression of gases. into compounds, I thought it was, but I don't think that was an actual option. So I only met him, I married him. Did he put a baby in me? Who knows? Who cares? Pioneered his work on blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. I'm all out of chocolate. I'm all out of chocolate. Yeah, I think it was liquids. We'll do liquids. And then there's just one that we have to work out. Liquids. Liquid. Curious. Okay. After his employer, Sir Humphrey Davy, gave him his start at something Royal Academy. Sorry, Royal Institute. Alabama. London? Royal Institute? London. Let's try London's. There we go. That was the fuck. Mr. Faraday, I found your magnet. Good show, old chap. Look, just as I suspected. My kettle's turned on. When I move this magnet through a wire coil, it generates a constant stream of electricity. Now I can build a generator for my electric motor. Whoa! Now you can power big machines. Murray, it's not like you come from the future. Big machines are what an imagination. As big as your magnetic personality, Mario. Hey, I quite enjoy swimming. I'm not sure what its use will be yet, but I'll wager the government will someday tax it. Come on, man. Why are you thinking about taxes? Thinking about the fun. Alright, so now let's head... Actually, let us save. Before we head back and then crash the game again. Alright. Go through. You can ignore this, Cooper. He's got nothing left for you. Okay. Thank you. Now, I'm not sure what to think about, like, if we've only got 2 areas left, because when we finished the first area, this thing here opened up. So whether or not that's going to become a lift, and we're going to a whole other level, we'll have to see. Where are we going? Alexandra, 47 BC. So, BC... 0... 40... Oh. I missed it by a year! I'm using another finger to use my keyboard. There we go. I have to do that shitty money game again. I always forget before I have to just do it. Here we go. Alright. There we go. Ooh, ooh. Oh, dang it. It was one of those, I knew I was going to do it and I wasn't going to be able to stop myself. Yes! Pretty quick, that's always good. the first BC that we've taken Mario to so far. You're the same with pizza. Oh, gases into liquids, I see. Oh. Hi, Miss Cleopatra, ready for the big day?
Greetings, Plumber. Yes, I'm going to get my crown back. Please make yourself scarce. I must be bathed and bejeweled now.
You can't stop yourself from becoming a liquid. So let's try this room here. Who are we gonna see? I'm guessing this is Mark Antony, but he looks like that he's just been caught taking a shit. Just like, oh, hi. Hi there, you look familiar. Oh, it's Julius Caesar. Wrong Roman. Do you know me? I am Julius Caesar. One of, I don't know why this is the accent, I've figured it out. Head of one of the greatest civilizations ever. I am Patrick Stewart. I mean, does my bald spot show? I fear it's becoming more noticeable. What's a busy Roman ruler doing here? I came in pursuit of an enemy, but I conquered Pompeii. Hello, Suki. Julius Caesar is indeed manspreading. So has Cleopatra conquered my heart. Please, take this cat away. I'm terribly allergic. Will you both rule from Alexandria? No, I must do as the Romans do and return to my country's capital. By the gods, this cursed bald spot. I really can't meet Cleopatra this way. Wait, so you guys haven't even met yet? Why'd you help Queen Cleo? Enough, plebeian! I simply must know if this bald spot shows. As a leader of the most powerful nature on Earth, I must make myself irresistible to the much younger Queen of the Nile. TM. Alright, so I'm gonna find you a wig. Gotcha. It's a wig, it's a wig, it's a wig, wig, wig. Excuse me, ma'am. Is this stuff yours?
Holy Isis, Mario. Be careful with that. It's solid gold and very old. The Ptolemy line of kings have ruled with that stuff for generations.
Cleo inherited the throne then?
Her father, Ptolemy 11, yes, named her to rule Egypt and Alexandria equally with her brother, but Ptolemy 12, was selfish and wanted to rule Egypt by himself.
Is Caesar planning on taking Cleopatra away? I'm trying to click on it.
Oh, the Queen would jump at that chance. I've heard that she will soon go with Caesar to Rome even. I fear the Romans may not like her, though. She can be difficult.
Your boss needs a lot of care then, huh?
Oh, very high maintenance. She's known as a charmer, you know. We bathe her, massage her with scented oils, apply makeup and hairdos, tie her sandals, have a hand mirror. She has hundreds.
Okay, what do Julius and Caesar have in common?
Julius and Caesar?
Julius and Cleo.
Well, they're both smart and powerful, both love strategy and politics. Plus, they're each very vain and ambitious, a true match of the gods.
Cool. Are they really in love?
That's hard to say. Cleopatra's all about business, but around Julius she recites poetry and blushes. It could be true love, or could it be the love of power?
Is Cleopatra the most beautiful woman alive?
Beautiful? Well, let's just say she's considered the most alluring. As for me, I can't even seem to catch the eye of a most handsome god over there. He doesn't know I exist.
Speaking my language, lady. Am I gonna find the god in here? Possibly. Oh, hey! Is the queen in residence these days? Yes. Ever since Caesar... I don't know why this is the voice. We've gone with this. Ever since Caesar arrived and took her side in that nasty fight with the little brother, you must be Roman. You certainly don't walk like Egyptian. Does she have a second coronation? Oh, why does she need a second coronation? Are you from another world? With the help of Caesar, Cleopatra's regained the throne stolen by her brother Ptolemy XII by the crown of Osiris. Did you see that mouse? Oh, you want a cat. How'd she gain Caesar's help? She convinced Caesar that her brother didn't obey her father's wishes. Caesar ruled that she should reign again. More mice! I know how to battle armies of men, not rodents.
Alright, let me give you a cat then.
Off a cat. Off you. Would you like a pussy?
A pussy cat.
A slayer of vermin. I shall worship this animal forever if it gets rid of this place of those beady-eyed pests. Thanks, plumber. I am in your debt. What is your wish? Tell me who else is important around here. I have heard the Romans speak highly of one named Mark Antony, an officer of Caesar's. Even Queen Cleopatra took the notice when he mentioned. But then, she always has been attracted to power. Is she a good ruler? Is she a good ruler? She is more beloved than Ptolemy XII by far. My beloved is the queen's maid, and I have carved this wooden asp for her. Please give it to her as a sign of my love. Gee, how romantic. Tell me more. I don't even know her name yet. Oh, you must mean the queen. She was born in 69 BC. Nice. And was crowned in 52 BC. They say that she was the most alluring woman in the world, but I prefer her maid. Yeah, well, what about Cleo? She recently bore Caesar a son, which is weird because he's talking about meeting her for the first time. Naming him Caesarion. Could be trouble. They've crossed accents now. Could be trouble. Calpurnia, Caesar's wife in Rome, has always been above suspicion. I bet she suspects now. That's not what above suspicion means. It's usually the other way around. You say to someone you're above suspicion, which means no one suspects you, but it doesn't mean you don't suspect other people. Can you tell me anything more? I'm sorry, but there's nothing more I can tell you. Alright, let us get rid of your bells, for goodness sakes, man. Are we stuck in your scene? Is that what's happening here? Oh god, we seem to be stuck in your scene. Shit. Sir. Okay, there we go. Okay, I was still clicking to dialogue. So let's go give this woman the wooden asp. Oh look, it's got little stars around it and everything.
A serpent made of wood. A gift from him. So he has noticed me ever since Caesar arrived here last year in 48 BC. Don't know why I'm mentioning the year. We've all been bitten by the love scarab. But what else interests you?
How can I persuade Caesar to talk to me?
Grapes would please the consul. Here, take these to him. I'm sure he would be grateful. Afterwards, you better return that staff to Cleopatra, or she won't be crowned.
Can you tell me anything more?
No, go quickly to the queen.
Is that a wooden asp in your pocket? Are you just happy to see me? I'm not going to say what I could have said. I'll leave it to your imagination. I'm curious. I'm going to save the game. Because what's that called? I'm curious because they've given me 2 items to give to him. And maybe if I give him the hand mirror, he's going to be like, oh shit, I do have a bald spot. So it might be the wrong thing to do. I don't think this game has something built in like that because there's never been a wrong move to do in this game at all. Ah, my bald spot. Oh, sorry, let me get my... I'm Patrick Stewart. Your gift reflects both my power and good looks. My bald spot doesn't show at all. You have my gratitude, Plumber. What else did you want to know about me? How did you decide who would rule Egypt even? Cleopatra's father, Ptolemy XI, left a will, leaving Rome as guardian of Egypt. As the consul of Rome, it naturally became my job to act as guardian. Can you tell me more about this staff? What staff? I thought we were talking about me. Oh, my throat has suddenly become awfully dry. Let's get you some grapes. Let's go shake the fuck out of my head. Oh, for grapes. Nectar of Bacchus. About that staff, it's solid gold. They say whoever possesses it is the true ruler of Egypt. That makes you. Of course, my own power is recognized without such adornment. Would the Romans accept Cleopatra? It is a delicate political question. The citizens of Rome distrust her. However, with that staff in her hands, Cleopatra becomes a very powerful ally. As the guardian of Egypt, I chose as ruler the one I could marry. Can you tell me anything more? I'm sorry, I must reflect on my reflections more. Alright. Is she dressed? Lady, my love, you're still wearing the same things. Alright, upon the death of their father, Cleopatra and her brother were named to rule the kingdom of Egypt. However, brother's name was Charles the Eighth. Charles Dickens. Proti, no. Ptolemy 12. Banished her sister from the capital sister of Alexandria, Bronson. Have you ever felt like this? It was up to the Roman ruler, Julius Caesar. Del Carno. Julius Caesar. Jeff Griefaith, spelled very weirdly, who served as Egypt's guardian. I would really say executor, but guardian. To restore Cleopatra to the throne, thus a second coronation. In the year... Oh, it would be this year. Oh, here we go. Here's the BCs. I guess it's going to be 40... It's 47 BC. That's the year we're in. Meanwhile, Caesar fell deeply in love with Cleopatra and eventually bore him a son called Copernicus. No, where is he? No, Copernicus was his wife. Maybe it was Copernicus. No, it was Caesarion. Or I guess because like Caesar's actually pronounced Kaiser, that would be Caesarion. One of Rome's new leaders, Mark Antony. She had a penchant. Please tell me about penchants. A strong liking for and do love a good penchant. Blah 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 blah. Soon after, both Antony and Cleopatra took their own lives, but not before. Actually, I suddenly am having a blank. Did Caesar die before or after this? I think it might be after because, like, Caesar was after him. That's the reason why they went and did what they did. Hey, Queenie! Were you looking for this? What was that noise? You mean my ancestor's staff of royal power? Oh, that would be, this opening a window. Why is Windows opening a window for me? It's not what you were asked to do, Windows. My apologies, everyone. Here we go. A 3-pound solid gold symbol of absolute power over 1/3 of the world. Why, yes, I was. Well, Cleo, everything looks A-okay. Yes, Mario. It's been another dramatic moment in my life. Perhaps one day it'll even be a play, with Julius Caesar, Mark Antony, and me all living happily ever after. Oh, baby, you ain't doing that. Look at the movement of your hips. You're kind of hoping Mario's going to come back to bed with you. Alright, let us head back to the time machine. Windows, I see you're busy. Would you like to try Bing? It wasn't Bing. It opened up Windows Explorer. In fact, it had opened up the Windows Explorer folder for Mario's Time Machine, and I was like, ain't nobody asked for that. Why? Just gonna hop my way across. Ah, this is the last one for this area. Or it could be the end of the game. Who knows? We'll find out. Alright, where are we going? Athens. 369. Nice. Wait, was that BC or AD? It is BC. $369. Right next to it, nice and easy. Ding dong. So this could be the last time we're doing this shitty minigame. We'll find out. Hanging out over here. Oh, balls. I did that to myself. Not gonna make that one. Huh. Yes! Welcome to Athens, everyone. Smash him. We are just gonna save. I saw a big bird. Oh, I saw lots of birds. And there was a big lady. Big bird. Let's see, let's try in here. Hi, is this book yours? Offer Republic. Oh no, sir. I own nothing. Only a free man may... I don't know, this isn't a Greek accent, but okay. Would you... You will find many free men at the Academy. The Academy. I see. What's the Academy? There we go. So let's see, who do I recognize from the chat? Obviously we've got Suki. We've got Dee Dee. Oh, Dickimo, haven't seen you for a while. Red Casey's here, of course, and Sentinel, and Totus, and there's other people as well, but they're lurkers, which is fine. just don't know them well enough to be like if that's a bot or if that's a person. Are you having fun there? My fingers aren't. Good thing that we saved recently. Because we literally just started talking to that guy. I don't know why this scene takes so long to load. You wouldn't think that it would have that much to load. But it's obviously doing something in the background. It's cranking something out. One of these days I'll be fixed, it'll be great. Wait. Big Bird? Load. Yes, I would like to load Big Bird. Thank you. For a second there I was like, did I not save? Thank you for your coin. Hey, is this book yours? Yeah, we already spoke about this. The Academy. What is the Academy? It's a place. Oh, it's a place where great thinkers speak. Plato is their teacher. What does he teach? I don't know. Oops. He doesn't teach not changing accents when needed. I do not know, but they are great lovers of knowledge. I hear they speak of wisdom, justice, truth in the American way. No, wait, that's Stephen Colbert. I am a slave. I cannot go. Oh, you're a slave? Yikes, you're a slave, but that's not right. You are very wise. Perhaps you should share your ideas at the university. Here, take this laurel wreath. It will mark you as a wise man to those who can guide you. Don't ask me why I have it. Like who? Aristotle will know. I saw him earlier by the colonnade. The colonnade? The colonnade. Thanks. May I give you this book as a gift? Alas, I cannot read. Your gift is better suited for a free man. Wait a minute. You mean only men read? I'm not reading this at all. No. Only free men and wealthy women. As you can see, I am neither. Please hurry if you wish to find Aristotle. Can you tell me anything more? I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to engage in lengthy conversation, and we've already been talking for 50 minutes. Alright, where we go? What we got? Mari's gonna walk into here. Hiya, pal. Do you know where I am? Hiya, pal. What manner of speaking is this? You are in the Temple of Athens, pal. I am a pilgrim here myself. I am the writer of comedies from the Isle of Crete. How do I get to the Academy? Practice? You don't laugh, oh dear. It appears my comedy is somewhat tragic. I cannot continue unless I am recognized for my wit. Perhaps an award from the Academy will do it. Yeah, okay, Oh, hang on. Maybe he wants my laurel wreath. I mean, it is technically for, being wise, but it... Oh! Blast! Hang on, sir. I'm just gonna click through this and go out. Okay, he doesn't want to tell me anything more. I'm gonna go back into him, but bring up, here we go. Oh, so he doesn't tell me anything about actually, like, when I gave it to him. I'm trying to return this book. Do you want it? No, your conversation is gift enough. Can you read it? It's all Greek to me. Bring it to someone who has the time. I suggest you seek out one of the wisest men in Athens. Go find Aristotle. Who's Aristotle? He's a student of Plato's. He's very interested in making sense of the world through science. His ideas are so persuasive that I believe people will probably not question them for 2,000 years. Can you tell me anything more? No, I'm sorry. I have to rewrite a few comedic dialogues, like my own. Okay, man.
Hi, I'm looking for the academy. And who are you, tiny workman? You are not free man. The place you seek is the Greek gardens of Athens, the academy, destined to last at least 900 years. And why would you go there? To replay Plato's book. Do you know him? Yes. He was a student of Socrates. Plato began the academy to honor his teacher. That was in 387 BC. You know, because we know all about BC and AD, you know. It's weird like that. Just before the treaty between Sparta and Persians, which ended Persian support of Athens. Gee, Plato must have really liked Socrates. Oh, yes, Socrates was said to be the wisest man in Athens because he was aware of his own ignorance. But he was accused of corrupting the young men and not recognizing the city's gods. And probably banging someone. I'm just, you know, it was a time. Oh, what happened to Socrates? Hemlock! Poison! He was forced to drink it and was executed. Plato never forgave the government. I could tell you more, but my throat has become too dry to continue. Please get me some grappa. What have I got for you? How about a measuring stick? I'm fine. With no gift in offer or return, I must refuse. Thank you, Dee Dee. Off a measuring stick. No, your conversation is gift enough. Alright, is there someone else I can talk to? Oh look, there's something over here. How dry are you exactly? I may look at my elbows. Hello, do you know Plato? Of course, I'm a student of Plato's. You can call me Aristotle. I always welcome a stranger with a question. It's how Plato teaches and how I learn. That's an interesting way of teaching. Yes, Plato learned it from Socrates, his teacher. Not surprising, we call it the Socratic method. Both the student and teacher ask and answer questions. What questions? Questions about life, knowledge, wisdom, truth, and our place in this world. We call it philosophy, or piss-farting around. It's food for thought, as these grapes I offer you for food for the body. I understand you're a scientist. Oh, it's nothing. Any fool can deduce that heavy things fall faster than light ones, and who can deny that rocks sink while leaves float because of their shape? I just wrote it down in stone. What else do you study? Oh, math and geometry. They help us measure our land. That's what geometry means, earth measuring. I could tell you more, but I seem to have misplaced my girthing stick. I mean my measuring stick. Well, here's your measuring stick. Yes, thank you. Well, I'll tell you all about the book which you hold. It's one of the works in which Plato describes his ideal government. What does Plato think the ideal government is? One that doesn't exist. Plato believes in meritocracy ruled only by the best philosophers. And yet we have Marjorie Taylor Greene. And not that I do, but you know. Unlike a democracy, in a meritocracy, leaders are chosen on academic merit. Oh, is that why this book's so important? Yes, it is the Republic, and it contains truth and wisdom, which I predict will shape future civilizations for at least 2,400 years. But not after that. No, after that, ignorance will reign supreme. Can you tell me anything more? I'm sorry, I've got no more answers to your questions. I'm tired. Let's go give these men the grapes. Have a green strawberry. That's not grapes. The gift of Bacchus. Or is it Dionysus? I can never keep the pantheon straight. Many thanks, my little friend. What can you tell me about Plato? Well, he and his students study money questions, including, well, we've now back to the same accent. What is justice? I keep going back to Frank Spencer from Some Others Do Have Him in some way. What is wisdom and what is truth? Wow, sounds like Plato's pretty important. Yes, his work will influence mankind as long as there will be questions for which we can only find answers within ourselves. Can you tell me anything more? I'm sorry. I've imparted all my wisdom for the day I'm drunk. Alright, let's head up onto the hill. They definitely went all out with painting the backgrounds. They actually put some effort in. What the heck is this jumping animation Mario's doing? It's like he's trying to grab onto the thing. Has philosophy actually led to any great discoveries? Arguable.
And they would argue it too.
Hi, I found this book. Is it yours? I mean, it's a scroll, Mario. It's not a book.
This book is by Plato. But does that mean Plato owns it? Can a book be lost? I must ponder these questions a while, undersized one. Please leave me to my contemplation.
Undersized one. I mean, I suppose Mario is short, but yeah, it's one of those things that really, if you know, like how we've got the Mario movie coming out. If there were other humans from our Earth, they would be the same size as Mario and Luigi. They wouldn't be these big tall men talking to little child-sized men. Oh god, that just makes me now think about, like, just thinking about Mario and Luigi being like dwarves compared to society. Dwarvish plovers. Anyway, let's do the book, and then he'll be like, yes, I'm Plato. Okay, methods which we seek an understanding of our world, our universe, and ourselves are believed to have been created by great thinkers and teachers of ancient philosophy. Philosophy is not a place. It's Great Xanadu. I didn't realize that. Hang on. Oh, ancient Greece. I see what I've done wrong. Ow, my arm. One of the most notable of these philosophers was Plato in 369? No. It was 630 something? 387. Same thing. No, that makes sense because it was before. It's founded to be known it's founded as what is said to be the first school? Is school an option? No, school is not an option. University. Known as the Academy. The Academy. We thank the Academy. This school survived for over 900 years. This was known. I don't know how that guy knew about that. How he would know how long it would last. There Plato taught his students called a dialogue of questions and answers. He learnt this so-called technique. Are we doing techniques now with ugly? Terrible? Oh, Socratic. Platonic method of learning from his own teachers, Socrates. I have another message on my phone. Just making a boo. It is from Jen. So, I've been offered, what's it called, CD versions of Cluedo games from Jen. But obviously I'm not going to be back in Scotland until the end of the year. Okay, one of students Plato's. Who else have we got? As I feel on my fingers. Aristotle. Yes. Plato examined such questions such as what is wisdom? What is love? Oh, why did that make my head hurt so much? What is independence? What is truth? Do we have a truth? Yes. And what is the best form of plagiarism? I mean, what? This one's 2,000. That's over 2,000. What? There is no 2,000. For over 2 years. I mean, it's over 900 years. But, you know, this is Shabada. We'll come back to that one. What's the best form of punishment? Punishment is not there. What's the best kind of perspiration? Oh, centuries. Okay. $24. His ideas are found in many of his great work, including the it had a very poncy name. What was it? The Heresy. The playwright. The Principia? The Republic. Poncy name. In which he contended that the best form of government would be a meritocracy. Of ruling gods. Of ruling fireworks. Of ruling government, maybe? Doesn't make sense. Of lawyers. Peanuts. Philosophers. There we go. What is the best form? He did it. That guy was talking about questions. So let's see what. Where was the list of questions? That was about geometry. What is justice? What is... Okay, so we've got wisdom and truth. So I guess it's justice. Justice. Excuse me. Why is justice not in this list? What is the best form of government? Government. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be government. Yes. Alright, mate. Plato, this book is yours.
Ah, my republic. Oh yes, thank you, Mario. This book is mine. But the knowledge belongs to all. Now I can teach my pupils just as Socrates taught me.
Can you tell me how to make me smarter?
Ah, do what you just did. Ask questions. For no questions, it is too foolish to ask, unless you're an idiot. No, sorry, I mean, from small plumbers, great questions may arise.
Cool. I'm going back to the future now.
What?
Nothing happened. Nothing here. Nothing here. Mario? Mario, mate. Mario, you've kind of done everything here. So, where's the end of the game? Or, where's the rest of the game at least? Is there a lift or something that needs to happen here? Do you need to go back out? Oh, okay. Don't know why that came into my head. He's never done. I'm just seeing if there's more stuff out this way. Oh, shit. We've got 15 more rounds, people. 15 more rounds to go. Which is much more impressive than, I think, the NES version. I think they only had 10. What do we got here? Like, it looks like music, an upside down E key, a skull. Well, let's see where we're gonna start with. Yeah, we'll play for a little. We should be able to do another round. Padua, 1610. It looks like I have a telescope. So let me flip myself to AD. 16. Padua, 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 Padua. It is value for money. You're very right, Sentinel. But yeah, we'll play a little bit more of this, and then I'm gonna call it quits for the night. I'm gonna watch Foo's stream this evening for most of you, and then Dave and I are gonna pick up right afterwards. And I haven't... I've got the Windows 3.1 up. I'm trying to find some spooky-esque games for us, but it might just be like a mystery game. It should be more adventure-y than not. It's just, you know, not that I'm arguing about having more of the game to play. It's this mini game. I would say get rid of it. It is not required. I'm not gaining anything by doing this. So Foo streams usually at like 6 a.m. and then he goes till about either what's it called, 10 or 11 in the morning. So we'll be picking up at either 10 or 11 a.m. Welcome to Padua. Padua's Italy, from memory? Hi. Yep, Italy indeed. Shall do you? Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, it's Mario, isn't it? Hey, you know what this is?
The answer to that question, Signore. I happen to know it. It is not a telescope. Then I am. Oh, if it is not a telescope, then I am not a poet. And poetry indeed has gained me much clout. Take this book of verse if you have any doubt.
Ah, for foof. You'll be off your roof by then and you'll catch it. What are you doing on your roof? On the roof. Thanks. Why'd they name this a telescope?
If your vocabulary wish to enhance, the name means to look at a great distance. It is from two words, and those words are Greek. Tele and scope are the words that you speak.
Wow. What do you know of Galileo?
Ah, Galileo is the name that trip off the tongue. He studied the planets, the stars, and the sun. At first, these things appeared to be way upon reach, and that's why he came to Padua to teach.
You're pretty good. What else can you tell me?
Well, Galileo, he born in Pisa in 1564, and he told his papa he would study medicine or no more. He heard about astronomy, and that made him yearn. So it was mathematics he decided to learn.
Ooh, you're wiring some new downlights. Ah, no ceiling access from inside. That sucketh. What does math have to do with astronomy?
Hey, excuse me, Signorina. Signore, I don't mean to be rude, but as you can see, I'm in a fine poetic mood. But reciting my verse is how I make my living, and anything of value should be giving.
So you want money. Alright. We'll get back to you. Can't talk to her. Unless that's where I'm going through to. Oh. Evening, Galileo Galilei. What's up?
Just Galileo il tuo son? Many wonderful things are up, but they're all over your head. I would share them with you, but I am unable to do without my new refractor.
Get out of here, is what I'm saying. You're not ready for me. Where do okay. Let's get back out. Blur. Let's go through here. Hi, have you heard of Galileo by any chance?
Certo, but who hasn't? His name is associated with good and bad news. Oh, have a look at the lovely moon, Signor Mario.
Oh, me army, it hurts you. Yeah, lovely, I'll take the good news first.
Galileo studied the heaven, but he said the moon is the seas and the mountain ranges, and it is lit by light from the sun. Amazing thought, no? All these years we thought it lit up from inside.
And the bad news?
Not everyone believes his ideas. Galileo is a famous man, it's true, but I hear he uses quick wit to ridicule his opponents. He has made many enemies, including the Roman Catholic Church.
Yikes, how did he do that?
The church believes Aristotle to be the greatest scientist of the ancient world, but Galileo has said that Aristotle made many errors. Ouch! Where did this ball come from?
Is it yours?
She's found Mario's balls.
Hello, Alkia. Do you think Galileo is a better scientist?
They say he very good, but I know what I know of science. I know that Galileo plays the lute and the organ, and that he writes songs and poems. I am much more interested in matters of the heart.
How'd Galileo become famous?
He invented a spyglass for the heaven. He said that the Milky Way is many, many stars clustered together, but I prefer to think of it as chocolate and nougat. I mean, I prefer to look at the sky and dream. Tonight, I want to wax poetic.
I'll give you my telescope. I mean, what? I'll have a poetry book.
Oh, a book of romantic verse to recite to my beloved. Grazie, Mario. Now what can I do for you?
I think it's the man speaking, but I've been speaking as if it's the woman. Do you know what this is for?
Let me see. Oh, Don Biono, the moon is not smooth at all. It has large craters in it. Por favor, take it away.
Wait, isn't por favor Spanish? Well, maybe it's also the same in Italiano.
I prefer to gaze from the moon from afar. Some things are best left to the imagination. Can you tell me anything more?
No, Mario. Sorry, we'd like to be alone now.
If you know what I mean. Alright, let's go into this door. Spanish is por favor. Hey, you there, you know Galileo? He happens to be my mathematics professor. You're not from the church, are you? No, I'm here to find Galileo and give him this. Ah, good. The church is annoyed with him for questioning Aristotle's ideas and finding errors. Most people, including the church, think Galileo is wrong and should be arrested. I'm surprised the church this time are all about Aristotle being correct. Yikes! What ideas did Aristotle have? You were literally just there! Aristotle believed that the planets circled the Earth, but Galileo agrees with the Polish astronomer Copernicus, who says the planets circle the sun. I heard that Galileo is a bit of an inventor. True, Galileo... Oh, keep changing accents again. True, Galileo is like Da Vinci, smart in the things. He perfected a air thermometer as well as a compass, which measures ratio and proportions. Ah, Italiano is per favor. I see. Thank you, Elkia. What is the astronomer working on now? Neglecting his math students. I can tell you that. He has ever since he perfected that Dutch telescope by adding a second lens, he's been on one roof or another looking at Jupiter. Oh, what's he looking for? I can't talk anymore, Mario. I'm conducting my experiments based on Galileo's law of falling bodies, and I'm afraid I've dropped the ball. I've got your ball. I got your ball, son. Grazie! Now I can finish my homework. I have to show Galileo's mathematical formulas proving that all objects fall at the same speed. Aristotle believed that heavier ones fall faster than light ones. Yeah, they kind of do, but I suppose it depends on I mean, you are talking about heavy versus light, but it could also, like, because again, he was talking about shapes and density and, you know, wind factor. So Galileo proved Aristotle wrong. Yes, but lots of people don't believe it. Galileo has taught us that we can't blindly accept scientific theories because those authorities claim they're true. Well, this is true because everything is just a theory. Weight has no bearing on how fast something falls. Well, I suppose it's density, really. But still, the general rule of something heavier will tend to fall faster than something that's light. But again, it is also how that captures the air. Sometimes it will fall. Theories. What else have you learned from Galileo? Oh, many things. My favorite thing is his law of inertia, which shows how that a moving object, if left alone, will continue to move forever until they get tired. That is, if slowing forces such as friction could be eliminated. Well, friction is a very difficult thing to get rid of. And I often think of inertia as being something that happens while you sleep as well. The longer you sleep, the more you want to keep sleeping. Yeah, air resistance, but that's not about weight either. Intriguing. I shall have to do more reading. But you never said why he's looking at Jupiter. Oh, I bet he's looking for proof that Copernicus was right. You see, Copernicus was certain that our moon circles the Earth. What's Jupiter got to do with it? Galileo would like you to think... Galileo would like you with all these questions. What if he found moons with that circled Jupiter? That would prove that our moon indeed does circle the Earth, and therefore all planets circle the sun because we're a moon to the sun. We're planets, I get that, because we're from our learning, but I guess back then, would they, before they knew better, would they be like, well, if the moon circles us, then we are basically a moon for the sun. I know I'm ignorant. Can you tell me anything more? I'm sorry, I must finish my homework now. Okay. What have I got? Okay. He said he wanted something, but I don't think he wanted this. Here. Have a compass. Ah! Oh wow, he does want it. It is something I will certainly treasure, for it seems to be an instrument of measure. Now, again, I shall traverse the poetic path, which I believe has led us to none other than math? Math and path don't rhyme. Path? Math path? You don't pronounce it path, though. You pronounce it path. Yeah, what does that have to do with astronomy? Mathematical formulas is what Galileo uses. The result of his experiments he therefore never loses. Performing experiments is what Galileo does best, for he found a way to put science to the test. That one works. That one works. So all math can be used in kinds of science? Ah, now you understand what makes Galileo so great. He asked the questions. He take nothing to fate. Experimental science will be his claim to fame, and everyone else should know him by his first name. Where do you think I can find him now? I imagine he could be anywhere under the stars, unlocking the secrets of Jupiter or Mars. If you find him, and if you don't mind, tell him he's the greatest scientist of all time. Hey, don't quit your day job, mate. Just don't do it. Alright, fortunately, for modern science, Galileo Galilei did not become a doctor as his father intended. A lecture on... what was it that he heard? Was it astronomy? Where was the part where he said, no, I'm not gonna... He studies of the planets, he says, yeah. He heard about astronomy. Okay, yeah. Astronomy, inspired him, pursues his talents as a mathematician. But when he came to question the idea of Aristotle, Galileo became unpopular with the ancient scientist's chief supporter, the Roman Catholic Church. Those pricks. Moving to Padua. Yes. To teach at the university there, he invented proportional... what's the name of it? Proportional gravitation, maybe? Yes. No. Maru, don't look at me like that. What's the wording that they've used for this? Proportional theory, maybe? An air thermometer, proportional thermometer, maybe. Proportional compass. Yes. He discovered laws of falling bodies and the law of inertia. In... what year are we in? We were in, what year are we in? I like that I'm just gonna click here and it's gonna tell me. We are in 1610. It is an option, there we go. After improving upon a Dutch invention, the telescope, from the words seeing at a distance.
Galileo made a discovery. He saw moons circling Jupiter. Proving the Polish astronomer... Oh, what's that dude's name? Copernicus. Who almost sounds Roman, honestly. That the planets orbit the sun. Astronomy. And not the Earth, as Aristotle taught. Galileo, known for all by his first name only, is considered the founder of modern experimental science. Yes. Planets orbit the scurvy. Yes. He died in 1642 after the church sentenced him to life imprisonment, which he served under house arrest for his views on astronomy. Goodness and gosh. Hey, will this help you get closer to your goal? My telescope! Grazie, Mario. I'm pleased you have made things so crystal clear. Look, the moons are circling Jupiter. Copernicus was right. I stand with Copernicus. Wow, would you look at that? I was going to name them the Medicean planets to win favor with the Medicis, but the ruling, family of Florence. But perhaps I'll call them the Mario moons instead. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't do that thing. Yeah, I'm out of here. Bye, man. Alright, it is 11:20. Interesting. So what happened here before is that it was a stone wall, it opened up and it looked like it had a metal plating on it, and now the metal plating has moved around and now it looks like something you could eventually open. So I'm guessing these are all like various doors that Mario is going through. Not that we can get there yet. We're going to cut it here. I'm going to try and get a little bit of extra sleep compared to normal, considering that I'm going to be streaming in the morning as well. Let us save. And hopefully the game won't spite me this time. We'll just save over dang dong. Perfect. Alright, let us see. Where is that black screen coming from? What is up here that it thinks it's picking up on something? Interesting. Anyway, let's see if we can actually raid somebody. Raid. Oh, good. I was about to say, all my pages are gone, but it just went, do you want to restore them? I'm like, yes. Yes, I would. I would like that. Oh, Gav's streaming. Let's send you to Gav. And, yeah. Like I said, I will, Fu will be streaming in roughly 6.5 hours, I would say, hopefully. Unless, of course, he does tend to tweet, like, at 3 a.m. for me. If he suddenly goes, I'm not streaming today, then Dave and I are going to work out something. Anyway, I have started the rave to Gavrok. Hope you all have a lovely time. Like I said, keeping you here. And if for some reason Dave pulls out, we'll play more Dark Sun tomorrow morning. Or we might end up playing more Dark Sun anyway, depending if we don't find anything we want to play. But yeah, so have a lovely time. We'll see you in the grandma hole, no doubt. I like that because of how I've got the camera settings. My glove just disappears, like my hand might as well not be there. Oh, if only my hand was not there. That's kind of what I've been doing, because I can feel that my lipstick has finally dried. I really shouldn't do it. Hopefully, I'm going to see the doctor on Friday. Hopefully they can write a letter and then that will get through to them soon and they'll be like, hey, you want to have surgery tomorrow? And I'll be like, yes. Get this out of my neck. I mean, yes, then I'll have to be in a period of healing, but at least I won't have random nerve pain. It will just be healing pains instead. Tinglings. We'll come to that. Anyway, I want it done now. I'm getting to the point where it's, get it done, Melbourne. Get it done. Okay. Bye-bye.